The dreaded summer is here. In North India, summers are known to be just as harsh as the winters. Add to that pollution and heat waves, and you just can't wait for this period to get over. And if you think this summer is getting to your skin, well, you're right. I am Amrita and you are watching TV9 News. To prep for the even harsher summer months ahead, I spoke to Dr. Sujit Shanchanwal, a dermatologist based in Mumbai, who suggested these few tips one can easily follow for keeping the skin safe and healthy. Listen in.
With heat, what happens is it compromises the barrier of your skin. Now, each patient has a different skin type. Everybody does not have the same skin. So even though the same weather is subjected to everybody, but each person has a kind of a different reaction to it. Now, with the heat which is there, if somebody is prone for an oily skin, so because of the greasiness on the skin which is there is more sweating that happens because of the heat. Now, sweating is a defense mechanism to try to cool down the body temperature. So patients with oily skin, suppose who are more prone for acne, so they tend to see more greasiness on their face. Now they tend to use their hands to touch different surfaces, and when they sweat, they tend to clean their face with their hands, try to wipe off the sweat, which can lead to easier presence of an infection, which can lead to acne aggravation. On the other hand, patients who have a dry skin, so for them, because the skin barrier inherently does not produce well, and because of the heat wave, the wind effect which is there will have a drying effect, which can worsen the skin barrier and worsen the dryness and the eczema condition if a patient has it. It can also lead to, if a person is wearing tight-fitting clothes, wearing jeans, the increased friction to the skin can lead to easier setting in of an infection. Then the body fold areas, suppose the thigh fold or the armpits, where there is sweat, moisture accumulation because of sweat, that can lead to fungal infections more commonly.
So, how do we avoid being tanned, during the summer months, and also avoid a sunburn?
To protect yourself from tanning or from sunburn is to protect from the exposure of the rays. To do that, you need to use a sunscreen. Now, very commonly, when I see patients at my clinic, I ask them, do you use a sunscreen? And they say, yes, doctor, I use sunscreen daily. And when I ask them, how do you use it? They say, I take it on my fingertip, I spread it on my face, and I leave it on the entire day. Now, that is a very wrong way of using a sunscreen. Sunscreen comes as different SPF. You might have heard there is SPF 30, 50, 70. The SPF number is not that important, but proper use of sunscreen is very important. Now, 30 SPF sunscreen offers your skin a protection of up to 90 to 92%. A 50 SPF would protect it by 95% and a 70 SPF by 97%. So even though the percentage difference is very minimal, but the number sounds very fancy. The doctor 30, 50, 70 has a huge difference in the SPF number, but practically it does not translate into that effective photo protection. So what I tell my patients always is using the sunscreen properly is very important. So what you need to do is I tell them to take a coin-sized amount onto their palm, and that is the amount of sunscreen which has to be spread on the entire face. Now, when you apply a sunscreen, you need to let it rest for around 10-15 minutes so it can form a uniform layer and settle down, and then you can step out.
What could be the best diet that one can, practice to keep the skin healthy and glowing?
Now, your skin, because of the sun exposure, the reason it produces pigment cells is because it causes an oxidative damage. The UV radiations induce oxidative damage, in response to which your skin starts producing the pigment cells. Now, when this activity is going on, it is important, like all the cells in your body, these are also living cells which require proper nutrition. So foods which are rich in antioxidants are helpful for the skin. Vitamin C is helpful for the skin. Vitamin E also helps. So having foods which are rich in antioxidants, berries, leafy vegetables, these inclusion of these things in diet will certainly help to keep a healthy skin and a glowing skin as well.
If you cannot avoid going outdoors, then ensure you have a summer skin kit handy. Hydrating too much or applying too much sunscreen could also pose problems. So ensure that you use the right amount depending on your skin type. We hope that these tips will help keep your skin healthy. Thank you for watching this video. Do leave your thoughts in the comment section down below and like, share and subscribe to TV9 News.